We are live. Hi, my name is Shannon. I am the driver for Le Wagon in Lisbon. I see a lot of new faces, which is really cool. I also see a lot of old faces. Sorry? Familiar faces, that's the word. Thank you, my English is terrible. I also see a lot of familiar faces, so again, every time I say excuse the spiel, but I'm giving it, you have to hear about Le Wagon and what we're doing here to understand the context of what's going to happen tonight, because it's pretty cool, and I don't want you guys to take it for granted. So, what's been going on? For the last 9 weeks, 5 days a week, 10 hours a day, and actually this batch probably put in 12, I think, maybe 13. We have had 27 amazing humans, students, spread throughout this room, learning to code with us in Lisbon. These are entrepreneurs, creatives, designers, financiers, marketeers, anything with an ear. They're doing it. And they came with us. They learned with us to code in Lisbon, everything about programming and web development in 9 weeks, full time. And it was very intense. Yeah? You guys agree? It was intense. Yeah. Thank you, Tom. And but before I tell you more about what they just went through in their coding journey, let me tell you about Le Wagon. Le Wagon was founded in 2013 by 3 crazy French guys who decided they wanted to bring technical skills to creatives and entrepreneurs. People who wanted to launch their own products. People who wanted to find cool jobs in the tech industry. People who wanted to have autonomy in their work. They wanted to have skills that could give them that autonomy. Hashtag digital nomad. And they did this through a 9-week intensive full-time program that we call a bootcamp. Now you guys understand what a bootcamp is, right? But fast forward, Le Wagon, 5 years on, we're in 27 cities around the world, from Melbourne to Tokyo to Chengdu, China, right? To Montreal, Sao Paulo, Berlin, and Lisbon. Woo! Yeah. Cue the woo. In Lisbon, we've been running for over 2 years, and in this batch, we've had our 200th student go through, which is a good number, right? Another woo, please. Yeah, thank you. So it's more about just coding. So we teach all the skills that one would need to develop web products. What does that mean? Hopefully you've heard of some of these words. HTML, CSS, don't shake your head, Vasco. You know what this means. JavaScript, Ruby on Rails, SQL. You guys can't look clueless now, right? But it's actually much more than that. Our goal is to teach a mindset. So the mindset of a programmer, how to solve problems, how to engineer solutions for problems, how to work in teams to build products. I think all of us here, even if you're not a programmer, you've had the experience of work, right? And I think the hardest part of work is the human factor, right? Am I right? All of us, humans, man. And amen. But humans are the most interesting, but also the most challenging. And for the last 3 weeks, these students have been working in teams of 3 to 4 people to build products. And that has been incredibly challenging because humans, right? It's not just code anymore. And we're incredibly proud of what they've achieved. Honestly, these batches are getting better and better, and this was no exception. These students have really raised the game for Le Wagon, and I see all the alumni being like, huh? But just see these products, yeah, whoop whoop, you're welcome. And I want to give a little disclaimer for anyone in the room that's a recruiter or you're trying to find a technical co-founder. You would be crazy not to want to hire one of our students. That's not the disclaimer. I have another disclaimer. If you're not a programmer, you cannot imagine the challenge that these guys just went through. When 9 weeks ago, no one in this room, well, most of the students in this room did not even know how to open up the terminal on their computer. And for those of you that don't know what the terminal is, it's that little black box that sometimes pops up and I don't know, maybe you think something's going to explode or you're going to lose everything. They didn't even know how to open up the terminal. And in 10 days, the products that you're about to see were built in 10 days to come up with an idea, to design that idea, to engineer the solution behind that idea, to code it, to give it information, so to seed it, to give it information so it looks real, to look like it has users, and then to put it online, to deploy it, is incredibly, incredibly difficult, and these guys did an amazing job. So let's give them a round of applause. And even for our students, I think it's important for you guys to reflect upon how far you've come, because I know that this is just the beginning of a journey, right? This is the beginning of your journey into going deeper into tech, into becoming product managers, or into developers, or launching your own products. It's the beginning of a big journey, but you need to stop and see how far you've come and where you were 9 weeks ago, and even where you were just 10 days ago, right? Before coming to this point. So you guys should be really proud, really. And you did a really good job. Woo! More woos! All right. I am going to hand over, but before I start, what you guys are going to see to give some context, we have 7 teams presenting 7 products. Okay, they're going to demo the products that they built in the last 10 days. Let me emphasize again, because Maria told me she didn't understand this when she saw the first demo day. It's all about Maria. That she didn't understand. These were just built in the last 2 weeks. So I don't even know what I had for where I was doing 2 weeks ago, but they just built it in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, or maybe I can remember what I had for lunch 2 weeks ago. Tacos, yeah. So no, it was really, they did a lot in 2 weeks. Yeah, so that's what you guys are gonna see. I'm gonna pass the mic to Emily, our bootcamp manager, who will be presenting the teams from here on out. Oh. This is only for Maria. I'm the driver of Le Wagon. Get it? Driver. No one asked me for that job description.
Thank you. Oh crap, I hate my voice. Okay, sorry guys, and I realize I sound awful right now. So hi, welcome. Guys, as Shannon said, I'm the bootcamp manager. I've been with these guys for the last 9/10 weeks. I know, it's been great, right? But guys, it has been an absolute pleasure. I'm not just saying that. I would run out the door right now if I could, but it has been great. You guys have been so much fun. I honestly am kind of scared to let you guys go, so don't leave me. Right guys, so I'm going to intro all of the projects. Apologies for my waffling. I will probably go on and, you can just cut me off. So I'm going to start with the first product, guys. So, right, I'm in my 30s. There, I've said it. I have a partner. I've got friends who I love dearly. But I do want to meet new people sometimes. And it's hard to just go up to people in the street and say like, hey, want to be friends? Because you're not 5 anymore, right? So our next team have come up with a way to solve that problem where they have curated dinners where they meet with people who you've got common interests with. So I would like to introduce, guys, Pedro from Portugal, Jamie from the US of A, and Tom from good old America. I was gonna There you go.
Aloha. All right. I get the joy of going first. I think it's because I'm American. Right. So, before I get into this app, because I know we're all really excited, and since I'm the first person, I'm going to start us going a little bit with a few questions. They're not hard. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I think we should, right? Right, so I'm going to ask a question, and if it's true, I want you to say booyah, and if it's not, just don't say anything, all right? We're going to start with a really easy one. So who in this room has been to a restaurant in Lisbon? Booyah! Oh, hell yeah. All right, that's good. Now, who has been to a restaurant in the last 3 months where it has been booked by someone else? Booyah! Yeah, a lot of you, right? All right, now this is a hard one. Who has been to a restaurant in the last 12 months where you booked it online yourself? Booyah. It's on. Now that right there, that gap in booyahs is exactly why we built this app. And I know it's silly, but that gap, it exists. We just heard it. So let's go into the app. Booyah. All right. So the app that Jamie, Pedro, and I have been working so hard to build is called Flavor. And what Flavor does is it helps connect like-minded individuals and communities to curated high-quality meals. It books it for them, it places them in the meal, and off they go. So let's take a look, yeah? Yeah? Can I get a booyah? Booyah! Booyah, hell yeah. All right, let's take a look. So I've actually used my brother's profile. We've been testing this in New York. He's here from New York. Chad, out in the audience. So we're using your profile, dude. So let's check out New York City. We're Chad. So if we check here, he's already set up his calendar. All right, pretty cool. He set up some interests, I hope. And Chad, I see you've been really picky here with what you like. I think we might have to amend this later. But for now, let's just pick out some meals, right? That's what we're here for. So we go on in. Now, I call this page our simple don't be stupid page because it has only the buttons you need, don't be stupid. So let's click what we need to see. So here we see our meals page. So here we can see all of our meals that are pending confirmation, like this. Pretty cool, yeah? And we can see all the meals that have already been confirmed. All right? So let's take a look at some of these meals that we need to look at. So this meal is on Friday the 21st. Well, that's today. And I know that Chad is in Lisbon at the moment, so he can't possibly go to this meal. I'm going to reject it. All right, next one we've got at the 26th. I know he loves cats. Cats is such a cool place. Fun place to say, too. Let's confirm it for him, right? All right, now look at that. It's already moved all the way down. If we click into cats, we see that everyone at that meal likes hiking. Who doesn't love hiking? I personally hate hiking. I did it before my honeymoon, and it was the worst mistake. Sorry, my wedding. I did it for a week before my wedding. I've never been so sore. My wife has not forgiven me. Right, so if we go back. Now, we've done this for New York, but we know that Chad is in Lisbon, right? He's not in New York. So let's try to see if we could book something today. So we'll go into our profile. We change our location to Greater Lisbon. Update it. It takes us to Lisbon. Now, this button wasn't here before. Why wasn't it here? Well, we had a meal already booked, but because we canceled it, we can book a meal today. Should we press book a meal today? Booyah! Booyah! All right, let's book a meal today. We press it, we're going to Golden Sushi. Sound good? Confirm it? Confirm it. All right. Now that's pretty simple, right? It's not doing anything crazy. The algorithm is actually exhaustingly crazy, but it's all simple. But this actually isn't the point of the app. The point of what we wanted to do is to kind of get away from the shallow veneer of Instagram, of Facebook, things that just click on ads, and kind of take you away from the community you're a part of. It's nuts. It doesn't make sense. Digital should bring us together, not pull us apart. And so what we put in here is when you go into any of your past events, you can actually access any of the people you've met with, right? You get talking, you want to meet with them, you go into your attendees, and I can see here that I related to Jamie, and I can send her my contact information. And that's powerful, because the point of this is, as I said, we should be closer together and have meaningful connections with our communities. And that is Flavor. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Right, guys, we've got the second one coming up. So, who here buys stuff they don't need because they think they need it and then never use it? Philippe. So guys, basically I buy stuff I don't need thinking I will use it, never use it, and end up just filling my house full of stuff I will never ever use again. I've got like a snowboard as a shelf, I've got a kayak in my sitting room, I've also got a surfboard in my sitting room, a bike in my wardrobe. It's just ridiculous. So if there's a way to actually help other people, like fulfill what they need, plus you can get rid of some of your stuff, wouldn't that be a great idea? So our next team, BorrowBox, has come up with a solution to this. So guys, can you welcome Johnny from the UK, Inez and Daniel from Portugal, and Carlotta from Germany.
Okay, so who here owns a drill? A lot of people. Who here has used that drill more than once in the past year? A lot less hands. And this is the problem we're trying to solve with our new app, Borrow Box, where you can use credits to borrow items that you want to borrow, and you can spend credits to borrow items, and you can use credits in order to borrow items, and you can get credits in return for the items that you want to lend out to other people. And when the screen's back on, I'll show you exactly what it does. Technical issues. So for the credit system, we have 100 credits equals €1. Okay, and we're back. So in my case, I'm going to be moving out of my flat this weekend. So I've been staying in an Airbnb, the boot camp's come to an end, so I need to clean up my flat. But it turns out that I don't have a vacuum cleaner. The flat doesn't have one, so I'm going to have to search on BorrowBox, and I'm going to see if someone's got one to lend in the local area. So let's just search vacuum. Okay, so what are we looking for? We're looking for a vacuum cleaner, and I'm going to want to pick it up as soon as possible. It's quite urgent that I get this back so that I can clean up my flat. So let's get it today, and we'll give it back on Sunday. Okay, so I want one with a relatively good rating, so we'll put the rating as a 3-star or more. Okay, and let's just filter those results. Okay, so it looks like there's a few options here. So we're just going to click on, okay, if we just click the location near us, we can see that there's one very close. We're just going to click on that on the map now. Okay, so Daniel's vacuum cleaner. Looks like we've got one locally, so let's just go into that. It's a 4.1, it's pretty good, and it's 100 credits per day, which is €1 a day. All looks good, and the reviews, one of the best vacuum cleaners I've ever used. The vacuum cleaner was excellent, works great, and Daniel is a wonderful man. So that looks pretty good, so let's just put in the dates. We're going to put in the first day is today. It's quite important we get it straight away, and we'll give it back on Sunday. That should be enough time to clean the Airbnb. Okay, we'll request that, and we'll just say, would love to borrow. Can I get it straight away? And we'll just send that request. Okay, so we've made that request, and we just need to wait and see if we get a response to this. Looks like Daniel's sent a response pretty quickly, so we're just going to open that up. Be happy for you to borrow my vacuum cleaner. See you then. Okay, so we'll just mark that as read. Okay, so now I just need to wait for the Hoover, and here we go. It looks like it's arrived straight away. Thank you very much. Cheers. He looks exactly like he looks in the picture. Okay, so I've got my vacuum cleaner, so I'm just going to mark that as item received. Okay, so if we go into our borrowing section, we can see that I'm currently borrowing that. I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm just going to mark it as returned for now. I'm pretty sure that everything will go fine with the vacuum cleaner. There we go. You can take that away, Dan. Okay. I appreciate it.
Time for a dance now. Let's turn the vacuum cleaner on, right? Okay, let's try and kind of.
We're just doing a little vacuuming demo while we wait for the technical issues to be resolved. And it looks like we're back, so you can take the vac away now. Thanks, Dan. Okay, so Dan did a great job there, so we're going to just leave a review. He came pretty quickly, so I'm going to say perfect timing. Many thanks. We'll give the item rating a 5. It seemed to do exactly what we'd expect, and lender was definitely a 5. And we're just going to submit that review. Okay, so we're just going to check that review's properly been posted, so let's go into the item. Okay, perfect timing, many thanks, you can see it there. But there's just one more thing that I want to do before I leave this, is next time I actually want to be able to earn some credit. So I'm just going to go back into the dashboard for a minute. And since I'm going to be going back home, I'm not going to be needing my suitcase for a little while. So I've decided that I'm going to put my suitcase up on this app so that I can lend it out and get credits in return. Okay, so it's a suitcase, nice suitcase, 20 kg, very important. And we're going to put the address as London. Won't be lending it out here in Lisbon. And credits, we'll do it for €1 a day as well. So let's say 100 credits. Okay, and we just need to upload a picture with that, which I think we have a picture here waiting somewhere. Or do we? Ah, there it is. Okay. And we're just going to add the item there. And there we go. Almost. But hopefully we're going to see that in a second. Ah, there we go. Our suitcase has been added, and now I can start earning credits by renting out my own suitcase, which I'm not going to need for a little while. So this is BorrowBox, and I hope you'll all be using it soon.
Hey guys, sorry about the technical issues. We've been told it's in the ceiling and we cannot fix it, so we'll have to just kind of like dance around while it happens. So very sorry. But guys, so our basically I love working at Le Wagon. It's a lot of work to do here though, especially we're moving spaces. Me and Shannon sometimes don't know what's happening. It can be a bit confusing. So it'd be really great to have a way to like fix our Trello board, making it a bit more kind of, we knew what was happening, fix, our Google Sheets, everything come together. So our next team, Sprint Awesome, I don't know where they are. There they are. Slow down, Carlos said, sorry. So guys, our next team, Sprint Awesome, with the lovely Chris here, are going to show you a way they've come to combat this problem. So, while we're just fixing a technical error, I'll tell you a joke. Maria's a great one for a joke. Actually, her whole project was on jokes, so, we'll get you up in case anything happens. Right, guys, so can you welcome Chris from the UK?
London.
Sorry, London, very specific. Also Austria? Also Austria, guys. Antoine from Luxembourg, Manuel from Portugal, and Thibaut from Belgium.
Hi everyone. Oh, it's very loud. Thanks for coming. Well, who's heard of Trello? Who uses Trello here? Anyone know what it is? A lot of you. Great. So for those of you who don't know, it's a project management tool. It looks like this. And I'm a product manager at a really fast-growing, exciting tech firm over in London. I manage an awesome team of 3 developers. They are software developers, not hardware engineers, so this is not their fault. I'm not quite sure what's going on. My phone's ringing. I definitely should have put this on silent. Actually, it's important. Let me take this. It's my CEO. Yes, boss. How's the sprint going? That's a fantastic question. It's going well. Exactly. I'm not sure. Can I get back to you in 5 minutes? All right, cheers. So I'm under a bit of pressure now because the hardware is not working, and I just got a call from my boss. So it's getting serious. Luckily, I've got beer with me to keep things ticking along. And the way that I manage my sprints, and a sprint is a concentrated period of development activity that lasts for around a week or 2 usually, is I put everything I need my team to do on the sprint backlog over on the left, all the features, all the user stories I need them to complete, and then I assign each one of them to an individual. You can see their little faces there. And I give each ticket, if you like, a t-shirt size, very straightforward, based on the complexity of the work. So if something is maybe a 1-hour job, I give it an XS. If something's going to take more than a day, it's going to be an XL, very straightforward. As the project progresses, I move the features over along to the right, over to the different categories. Once they're being done, ready for review, reviewing, done, and then deployed, and so on. And as things move over to the right, they are being completed. However, we are a very fast-growing company, like I said, and this changes all the time, so it's very hard to understand at any given point where we stand and what's going on. So like all good tech people, I'm going to Google my problem, visualize the progress of my Trello sprint. That's exactly what I need to do to get back to my boss. And if we look at the first one there, what's that? Sprint Awesome. A sprint visualization tool for product owners using Trello. That's me. And what does it do? It lets you visually track the progress of your sprints with key metrics, a burn down chart, team productivity, and individual contributions. Sounds like exactly what I need. Let's click on the link. Bloody good SEO to come up #1 on Google, by the way. That's pretty good. Okay, product owners, make your Trello board visual. That's what I'd like to do. Of course, I'd like everything to be visual, but that's not quite the case today. Maria, I hope you're thinking of some good jokes, because I'm running out of things to say, so I'm going to fall on you shortly. Google, always Google. Okay, and we're back. So 3 things I can do. I can track my stats, view my sprint in a glance, and measure team performance. And it seems like there's a 3-step easy setup. Select, configure, visualize. So let's give it a go. Let's configure. Of course, I have the login with Trello. They're going to have all my data now. Luckily, there's nothing sensitive on my Trello account, apart from all my PIN numbers and passwords. Okay, and now I need to pick the sprint I'm currently working on. These are all my different projects that I manage on Trello, from basic things like to-do to a particular sprint. And let's put in my current sprint. So that started a couple of days ago on Wednesday, and it was just a standard 1-week-long, 7-day sprint. So we'll just put those dates in there. I read some of the small print on this product, and they say they have some really cool machine learning and all that kind of stuff. So sometimes it takes a bit of time when they do their calculations and whatever. Go on.
No, you tell them. There you go.
Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Great food, no atmosphere. Okay, so there it's really clever. It's pulled up my t-shirt sizes and it's converted them into units of hours. So an XS it's considering to be 1 hour and XXL is 32 hours. I'm happy to go with their standard configuration. That works for me. And here I see my team. So I'm going to deselect myself because I'm not actually contributing on this. I'm just managing. And then you see my 3 rockstar developers on there. And here I can configure how many hours a week they're doing. So this is in case someone's on holiday or whatever, or someone is doing extra time. And Antoine, he works a lot. He's in the office for 10 hours a day. So we'll set that up. And now I can see all my stats at a glance. This is pulled from Trello, and let's see how it thinks I'm doing right at the top. So my sprint lasts 7 days. That's right. It started 2 days ago. Yep. And I've reached 39% of my backlog, and I've got another 5 days left. Okay, that sounds like I'm doing okay. I'm about 39% of the way through, and I've got more than that remaining. So I'm pretty happy. I've got 182 hours of man hours available. Of course, non-gender specific man hours, human hours. And 111 hours planned. So I've got a bit of extra capacity in my team. So I might have to get back to my CEO and say we can take on more work, which of course I'm reluctant to do, but sometimes it needs to be done to get the job done. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. Good. It's working out quite well. Another joke, or what would you like to hear? No? Might as well. Let's keep going. It's important to stress that Wagon's good at software, not hardware. It's not their fault. We learn all sorts of stuff on coding. Okay, so I can see I've got 51 story points on my project, and I've done 19 of them. Let's see how this breaks down when I look at the individuals involved. Here I can see all of my tech team, my developers. I can see that Manuel's done about 38%, Thibaut 32%, but Antoine's done 67. He's way ahead of the team average of 39, so something's not quite right there. If I look at the individual stats, I can see the assigned time versus his time available. And actually, I probably screwed up as project manager here. I've not assigned him enough work. He's got nowhere near enough work to do relative to the amount of hours he's going to be in the office, and that probably explains why he's not here. He's gone to the pub. I am going to have to address that first thing in the morning. All right. Let me call my CEO. And I remember I did some work this morning, or we did our weekly stand-up, our daily stand-up, and I forgot to update my Trello board. So let's update the Trello board to put in more work that we've accomplished and see what it looks like. I'll make the call. Boss, we are 39% of the way through. Actually, we were 39% of the way through as of late last night. We did some more work overnight, and let me just update my stats. I'll tell you exactly where we are. We're actually 52% way through all of our backlog. It's coming up to annual bonus time. Don't forget that. We are way ahead of run rate. This is a product I cannot live without. It's definitely solving my pain point as a product manager. Let's see how much it costs. Okay, 3 tiers of pricing, very good. Unlimited for all of my team, 99 a month. That's very reasonable. I think I'm going to have to go with that. This is a live product. It is available at sprintawesome.xyz. And special offer at the bottom, 12 months free unlimited usage for everyone in the room with the promo code BATCH205.
Thanks, Chris. Right, guys, sorry about our technical issues. We will hopefully get through this a lot faster from now. Okay, guys, so and just as I say that. Guys, show of hands, who here spends virtually hours a night trying to figure out what video to watch on like Netflix? Yeah? Right? And then by the time you do find something, you're too tired to watch it, and you don't want to end up watching it anyway. Or you want to go for dinner somewhere, and you don't really know where to go. So you either like end up looking like top 10 restaurants in Lisbon on like TripAdvisor, and then you don't know which is which, right? And super confusing. But what if I could tell you that our next app has put together a curated, oh, sorry, something's happened in the back, a curated list by people who you know and trust, so that you know where your next video, movie, music, restaurant, brunch place is going to be good, right? So guys, can you welcome Paul from the USA, Alina from South Africa, and Carolina from Portugal, guys. Woo! Sorry, it's Reco.
We're working on the pronunciation of the app. So hey everyone, my name is Paul. Thank you for coming out tonight. As many of you already know, I moved to Portugal 2 months ago. And one of the things I love most in life is discovering new cultures, new cuisines, and new music. And sometimes that's hard. If you move to a new city, you just don't really know where to begin, right? And also, I'm kind of fed up with sifting through thousands of online reviews from strangers who don't even know me. I would much rather rely on family and friends who know me best. So I was complaining about this to my friend Alana. She's a perfect instance of a friend who's known me for a long time. She's actually lived here in Lisboa for 12 years, so she knows the city like the back of her hand. And I said, this is my dilemma. I don't know if these reviews are paid. And she said, here's a perfect app for you. So she turned me on to this app, Reco, not Reco. And this app was meant to exchange recommendations among friends. And so I'd like to show you how it works, and so we can get started. So first, you can see here my home screen. I followed lists from my friends. For instance, Rui, he has the best taste in music. He's my mentor, so I followed his Rock Chops list. Pedro always has the best bar recommendations for Bairro Alto. And you can also see that I have quite a few lists from Alana, my friend who's lived here for 12 years. But actually, next week is, I have a friend coming in town for New Year's. I want to find a restaurant and show him a good time. So why don't we start by searching with a hashtag like foodie, just to see what kind of restaurants we can find. So here we can see some great options already. But if memory serves, Alana said that she had a dynamite brunch list. So let's click on this brunch list. In Chicago, we love our brunches. So I'm looking at the list. Wow, so many good places. Alana has been tearing up the brunch scene in Lisbon. I'm going to go ahead and follow this list, so it's on my homepage. That way, anytime Alana adds a new restaurant, I know what she's up to, and I can check that out. I also noticed that Heim Cafe, I went there last week. No way. So I'm going to go ahead and check that, and I'm going to add a shout out to Alana just to say, hey, perfect way to start the day, Saúde. And I'll hit comments, my way of saying thanks for the great recommendation. And then if I keep scrolling down the list, bear with us. I do not reco BenQ, by the way. I don't know this app. But if we keep scrolling down, Zenith looks amazing. I mean, look at that picture. I think I'm going to bookmark it, which will add it to my bookmarks page. That way I can go back to it and check it out later. Cool. So that's the restaurants. I feel good about New Year's coming up. But wait, it's also almost Christmas, right? Next week, Tuesday. Can you guys believe it? I can't myself. I need to shop. But since it's almost Christmas, the way I love to get in the Christmas spirit is by watching Christmas movies. So I know Alana has great taste in movies, so I'm going to hop over to her profile page and just see if we can find a good Christmas playlist. It looks like she has some icons. That's not very helpful. But here we go. We're back. And we're on, can we scroll to the top? We're on Alana's profile. Cool. We can scroll down. We see she has the restaurant. She has movies. Let's scroll to the right. Oh, there it is. She loves Christmas. I knew she'd have this. Well, let's click on that Christmas playlist. Okay, cool. I've actually watched a fair share of these movies. I love The Grinch personally. But I haven't seen Miracle on 34th Street. I know it's a Christmas classic. My parents talk about it. I think I'm going to favorite that one, bookmark it, so that I have a reminder to watch it later as well. And love that one too. The Grinch reminds me of one of my favorite Christmas movies. I like animated Christmas movies from my childhood, and one of my favorites is the Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'm going to go to the add list item icon, and I think I have a best animated movies playlist I can already add this to. So I'm going to type in the title, Nightmare Before Christmas. And as you can see, Reco gives you suggestions for movies, music, and restaurants. I select the title, it brings in the image, and then I'm going to type a quick description why I recommend this movie to my friends. So I'm going to say something like, Halloween and Christmas, the best of both seasons. Cool. That was fast typing. Save. And then, as you can see, it's at the top of my list. So I'm feeling better. I'm getting in the Christmas spirit. But I think I told you guys earlier I love discovering new music too, right? And I love Christmas music. So one of my friends told me he loves to check out my Reco profile pretty frequently to see what music I've been listening to as of late. So if we go to my profile, I'll show you that I've been working on a jazz playlist because I have several friends who are really interested in getting into jazz, but they don't really know where to begin. So if we click on this jazz playlist, we can see that we have some classic jazz albums, but I want to add one of my favorite Christmas jazz albums. So let's go back to the add item, and this time let's add A Charlie Brown Christmas by the Vince Guaraldi Trio. If you haven't listened, highly recommend. Recently in Chicago, my wife Kate, sitting on the front row, she treated me to a live performance of this album. So yeah, highly recommend checking it out. Do you still have the jokes handy? Dan, bring the vacuum. It's getting dirty. Okay, so we've added it. There were no tricks. It really did add. That was not a stunt. And then let's add a quick description like, great to listen by the fire, or something like that. How romantic. And we can save that. And I'm really in the Christmas spirit now. It's added to my list. And the fact of the matter is, next week I'm off school. I don't have school. I don't have work. I have a lot of time to kill. So I'm going to go to my bookmarks playlist just to see all of the cool things that I can accomplish on my time off. As you can see, we have Zenith. We have Miracle on 34th Street that I'd love to watch. And we have all the amazing recommendations I've picked up from my friends here in Portugal. I owe you everything. Obrigado, and I hope I see you on Reco soon.
Thanks, Paul. Okay, I'm going to talk really slowly while we sort out this technical issue. So, Maria, get back here. We need more jokes right now. Okay, guys, so we're on to our fifth app, which is incredible, right? So guys, everyone here has probably lived in like a shared house or has shared expenses with a partner, yeah, right? It can be pretty confusing knowing what you owe, who you owe, what you owe something for. It can just be a bit of a nightmare, really, right? And bring kids into the equation, there's like a whole other thing going on there. So it can be pretty intense. I know me and my boyfriend are always just like swapping like 20-pound notes because nobody knows what's happening, right? So our next team, over here, called Our Kids, guys, has come with a really great way to track expenses and keep everyone happy. So, guys, can you welcome the team Our Kids? Can you welcome Vasco? Got it right this time, from Portugal, Tiago from Portugal, Mathilde from Portugal and France, and João also from Portugal. So welcome, guys. We may need a joke.
Oh, God. Here we go. Eventually. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, hi guys. I'm Vash. First of all, can I get a show of hands? Who here believes in happily ever after? Yeah, I believe in happily ever after. So much, I'm on my second marriage. I know I look young, it's fine. Me and my ex-wife Maria, we have 3 beautiful kids. And we kept fighting. We were always fighting over who's spending money on which kid and who took the kids where, because we always share everything 50-50. If she takes them to a restaurant, I'll pay for half of it, she'll pay for the other half. Everything's 50-50. And eventually that led to our divorce. Sad. Now, we found this app called Our Kids. And our kids are very happy. They're very grateful that we found it. We haven't been fighting anymore. A bit too late now, but yeah. And it helps us keep track of where we spend our money, which kid we spend our money on, and all that. So let's just have a look. So we've got pictures of all our beautiful kids. Whoa. And we can see where the money's been spent on which kid and all that. And here we can see I've been spending more money on Boris and Jack than Tisha, but just like every parent, you know, I don't have any favorites. So last week I took them all to the trampoline park, and I forgot to add it. So let's just do that now. Let's click on the ad. It was on the 12th. We did it last week, and we can pick the category. It was fun. The category is fun. Everyone loved it. Let's give the title, trampolines, and the description, everyone loved it, 0 casualties. Thank you, Johnny. I really appreciate that. 0 casualties, no one got hurt, which is always great to tell the ex-wife, you know. Amount paid, it was 35 euros total, and like I said, we always split it 50-50, so we'll just keep that as is. And then we can upload the receipt, as you can clearly see on the brain there. We'll just, this is going to be the cleanest spot in town. Okay, we're just going to upload the receipt. That's done? Yeah? We'll just pick from our pictures. We've already took a photo of it, so we'll just add it there. Move on. We can choose which kids we took, and we took all of them, Boris, Jack, Tisha. So we select them all, and we finish. And then we can see everything we've got. We've got a picture of the receipt, so that if there's any legal problems, you can always show, here, this is the proof that we took it, and this is the exact price. All right, so let's go back. I use this, I found this so useful that I started using it with my wife now, Sheila. But I haven't added her to the app yet. She signed up, but we haven't gotten it. So let's just add the family. We'll put her email in. It's Sheila@gmail. She was very lucky with the username. That's a small s. Not that lucky. And then we'll just click on the family, and we'll click on the plus to add our little daughter, Carla. Carla. So Carla, last name Taro. We haven't really picked the gender yet, so we'll just do that as other, And we'll add a photo. Again, we've got plenty of photos of our little girl. So let's just do that. Look at her, so cute. And create and done. Sharing expenses. And divorce has never been this easy. Actually, I just remembered. I haven't checked my balance. I owe Maria 3,000 euros. She told me it's for our kids' college fund. And I'm sure it's in the expenses there. So let's just settle our bills. We'll pay with card. Put our details in. Everyone look away. No, I'm joking. We put the email, the card, the usual. Really odd card number. Oh, perfect. That's this one we wanted. Then just on time, for once. So we'll just do everything. We'll pay. And then we can check our balance again. Yeah, there it is. I've paid Maria 3,318 euros. The kids will be eating pasta for the next few weeks, but oh well. And that's it. Divorce has never been that easy. Thank you.
Thanks, Vask. Right, guys, second to last one. So, okay, so I'm really bad at taking photographs, right? I forget my camera all the time. I dodge photographs like there's no tomorrow. You'll see Joao somewhere and I'll run away from him and he knows this. So I hate being in photographs, I hate taking photographs, but I want the memories, right? So you want to have something that you remember when you go back to look on your event, like a wedding or a party or something like this. But I never have any of those. And it's really awkward asking people to send you photographs. Like you don't know what to they send them on. Is it like WhatsApp? It can just be really annoying. So guys, our next team has come with a really great idea. It's called Sherry Pics. And if you'd like to welcome to the stage Clelia, we've got Clem from France. We've got Clem at the back from France. We also have Benjamin and Max who are from Germany. So guys, can you give them a very big round of applause for Snappy Pics? Sherry Pics.
So hello guys, you know that today is a very special day for us because it's the demo day. So we work for 9 weeks for that, all together with 27 students from all over the world. And today we really want to have pictures of this moment because pictures last forever. So we really want to do that, to have those photos. So how can we do that? Some of you could say, okay, I can take pictures, but now I'm presenting, so it's not possible. So I could ask my buddies to do that and ask for them to send the pictures through emails. So I need their emails, I need the phone numbers, I need a bunch of stuff that could annoying people, and I don't even know if the pictures are good. So what can I do? Maybe also there's other people here that are taking pictures, like this photographer. He's doing like maybe nice pictures and I could like to see them. Wow. So how could I do to gather all this information, these pictures? How could I access to that? So this was also the Max problem. Max is not here today, but he thought about this application. So he said that it would be fun to have a way to access to all that photo. So here comes Sherry Pics. So Sherry Pics is a place where you can share photo from everybody who is near you. So let's go and see how it works. So we just start now. If you know the event name, you can just write search by name. If you don't know, you just search by location. So let's go and see if there's any event now near from us. So yes, actually there's a lot of events. And there is one that we done, demo day. Let's go and see what's in it. Oh, here is Ben. Wow. So Ben is actually in his van in Germany. So he's like saying hi to us. Hello, Ben. And there's also, do you want to do a comment now? Okay. Hello, Ben. Yeah, it's very original, but it's quite a long time to type with his little finger, so okay. And here we see down that Clément wrote a comment. Yeah, hello. So let's go and see. Oh, yeah, so everybody is participating right now, I can see. So you know there's no tricks. Everything is working. Yeah, that was before, okay. Let's also create a new event for tonight. If anyone's want to join us, what could we say about the name? After party? Demo day, after party. So the location is here. So we're going to type that in Portuguese because they like it better. Rua do Açúcar. Here it is, Maravilha, we can see it. Just down. Start date is today. And okay, we don't do a private event because we want everybody to share. We don't have any secrets. And okay, here it is, create a new event. So now we just create the event and we want to participate and start with a new photo. So let's go and do a selfie. Clem? Hello, everybody. Now everybody is in the box. Hope everybody should have been here because now we know. So we're uploading the photo instantly, so we can see here how long it takes. It's quite fast. It's okay. Uploading queue, and here it is. So now, you guys, if you want to go and put your photos, you just go to sherrypics.live, create a login. It's going to be very fast because we just wanted easy app so everybody can share the photo easily. So that's basically it. You can come and share what's happening today.
Thanks, Clelia. Right, guys, we're on to our last one right now. So it's been 7. Can't believe it. So, guys, who here has heard of cryptocurrencies? Yeah? So I had lunch with my friend who said she invested 50 euros in cryptocurrency, in Bitcoin, and she's getting really excited. She's going to be like a millionaire by the end of the month. So I got really excited, and I was like, I'm going to do that too, right? So then I went to buy Bitcoin, and it is a nightmare. I'm not rich, I don't have any cryptocurrencies, and I don't know what to do. So I was saying this to some of the guys in the class, and they've come up with this really great idea called Croker. So guys, if you would like to give a very big round of applause the last time for Ananda from from Cambodia, got that one, Philippe from Portugal, Nick from the UK, and Ruben also from Portugal, guys. So welcome.
Right. We up and running? Right, I think we'll get started then. So hi, I'm Nick from London in the UK, and I want to start off by asking you, how many people in this room have thought about buying cryptocurrencies in the last year, but just have never been able to get around to doing it? There we go. So I'll tell you a story. Look, this time last year over Christmas, I thought about getting on the Bitcoin train, and I decided to sign up to one of these online exchanges, and I suddenly realized just how complicated it was. I had to send my money to Estonia, of all places. I had a credit check, an identity check, and after 2 or 3 days of not being able to actually, make any trades whatsoever, I decided, what, maybe cryptocurrency isn't for me. Anyway, so fast forward a year, I moved to the beautiful city of Lisbon, and I met these 2 guys, Philippe and Ananda, who love their cryptocurrencies. They know everything there is to know about it. And they told me I need to get back into it, because they found this great app called Croker. And so Croker is designed for people like me who don't really know what they're doing, but just want an easy and simple way of buying cryptocurrencies. So all you really need to have is an email and a credit card, and as soon as you put some money on there, you're ready to go. So I actually signed up for my account this morning, and I was wondering if you guys might be able to help me do my first trade. So, okay, right, we signed in. So I think the first things first, we have to deposit some money. And I think we'll probably start off with about $100. We won't go too crazy. Do our top up, pay with card, and we'll just put our credit card number in there. And click as quick as a flash, $100 in my account. Okay, so he looks like he's got a bit of a sad face on. Maybe we should buy some coins, see if we can put a smile on his face. Well, in a minute. Vacuum. But not quick enough, Daniel. Not quick enough. So here we are. We've got a list of coins here. And to be honest, I knew Bitcoin. None of the others, never really heard of them. So has anyone in the crowd got an idea of something that I should buy? Monero? Let's go Monero. Let's search for it. And there we are. So we've got this trading screen. If I'm honest, I'm not very good with this sort of stuff, but the graph looks pretty clear. No numbers that's going to confuse me. I think we'll check out different sort of, it looks like it's doing pretty well. I think if you want to be really professional, just hover the mouse over the graph and we actually be able to see the price. But yeah, I think we'll go and buy some of that. Let's just buy one Monero coin. And like that, we've got a confirmation and we bought it. And even the owl's telling me that I've made a little bit of profit already. So if we look down in the bottom left, we've got the top 5 winners and losers. I mean, I've got no idea who they are, but TRX is winning, so we may as well go for that. Let's buy some of that. And I've got $52 or $47 left. Let's just max it out. And there we go. So in 2 minutes, I've bought more cryptocurrencies than I've been able to do over the last year. And I'm even making a little bit of money. But yeah, so it looks like there's a lot going on here. I think it might be better to hand over to my colleague Ananda, who actually has been using the platform for a while. He'll be able to explain to you the rest of it. I'll pass you over now.
Thank you, Nick. And as you can see, I am the Croker veteran, ladies and gentlemen. I've pumped quite a bit of my money into this platform. Portfolio value, $680,000. Come on, give me a round of applause. Thank you. As you can see, the Croker system has rightfully given me a rocket to tell me how well I'm doing. If we go through my portfolio, I have 8 coins, Bitcoin, Monero, Ethereum, very standard. I can choose to have them displayed in different ways, according to the price they command, from the most expensive one to the least, in terms of the US dollar value I hold in each coin. But most importantly, as a trader or an investor, we want to know how much profit or loss we're making. And out of my 8 coins, 7 are in the green, 1 is in the loss. I'm going to deal with that very shortly with all you. Let's see what else Croker has to offer us. As Nick was saying, the top 5 winners and losers. Important to know what's doing well and what is not. The crypto news, even more significant. Crypto is so high-paced, so much noise, so much drama. Let's stay on top of our game with the most recent news right here on the Croker dashboard, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, the top traded cryptos. Where is the money flowing in this market? Bitcoin's number 1 and will be. Now, today's the 21st. I've been very negligent and forgetful. I've been coding and trading, and I haven't bought any gifts for my family and relatives, and it's only 4 days away. So, seeing as I have $85,000 in profit on my Bitcoin position, let's go ahead and sell a bit of that. I need some cash. So I have 84 Bitcoin. I love them, but I'm gonna sell. I can spare 2. So let's go ahead and sell 2 for over almost $8,000. And there we have it. They've been sold right there. My account has been credited. And among this sea of green, that is my profit. I really can't stand this Litecoin that's bringing me down. I want to get rid of it. Let's do that right away. And I don't want to see it anymore, so I'm going to max sell it right now for a very hefty sum. And
there we go. I can afford a lot of gifts for Christmas. And as you can see, I'm doing quite well, ladies and gentlemen, but let us all remember that 2018 has been a gruesome year for the average investors in this field. They've lost money, they've lost hope, they've lost their savings, but none of us, the crypto pundits, the best investors, no one knows when the boom in price will return. But we here at Croker, we're gonna be ready, because you know what, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna wait for it to come back in a bit. Because, why? Because Croker, ladies and gentlemen, is crypto trading made easy for you. Thank you very much.
Right, guys, it's all over. I'm going to turn this way. Sorry, I come to trip over it. But guys, really, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of the students. You have absolutely been a dream to work with. I really am going to miss you all. So you're going to miss my Slack messages. I know you are. But seriously, like, you guys really came, you threw yourselves into it, you tried so hard. And it was just so lovely to see you kind of come from the first day to now. I feel like I'm kind of like, I'm sure Shannon feels the same, like we're setting our babies off into the coding world. So as you know, we're going to have the new space, so please do not be strangers. I will be like hounding you to come visit me, okay? So just so you know. And also, guys, this wouldn't be impossible without, obviously, Shannon. So can you give her a huge round of applause? And bring her up here. And guys, also, all of our teachers. So, you know, we have a huge teaching staff. We've got about 17 schwows, so I'm going to say them all. But guys, if I call your name, can you like come stand up here? I don't want to be alone up here. And then we'll take a big group photograph. And then I guess Shannon can say some words if you want to. Okay. Yeah, she can do it. She doesn't have to. Don't want to like hog the microphone. Let's call the teachers up. Okay, I'm going to do one by one. So we've got Andre. There you are. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, also Andre. João. Diogo. Rui. Where's Rui? There he is. Andre, there you are. Philippe. Guy. Tamara's not here. Gabby's not here. Manel. Miguel. Patrick. João. Paulo. Francisco. Arina. Olya. Daniel, Mariana, Alexandra, Sven, David, Ricardo, Clem, Joanna, I saw you there, and Antoine, who's not here either. Yeah. Could I miss anyone? Oh, and Hugo! Hugo! I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, and Carlos at the back. So yeah, I'll give it to Shannon. You can say that. Carlos.
I mean, I didn't prepare any words, but just to say that really the batches, students will take us seriously, but it's truly getting better every single batch, and you guys are special. But it's really thanks to the teachers and the commitment and their constant need for just getting better themselves, and they pass on that knowledge to the students, and this community is growing and it's becoming deeper and richer, and that's because of these guys and girls. So thank you. And you guys are really special, really. No, it was a really fantastic. I think, Emily, it was a really fantastic last quarter, and you guys worked your bums off, and you made our lives really easy because of that. So we can't wait to see what you do. Stick around. We have the new space, 1 month free co-working. Yeah. So guys, congratulations, be proud, and this is just the beginning. Come to the front. Batch 205, let's do this. Joel's ready. Can we get some music? I think they're serving drinks. I cannot. If anyone's in need of a professional photographer or live video, you have Bitmood here, who is the best video team that we've ever had, and you have João Lorenzo, who can take photos of your wedding and your work event. There you go. There's some free promo.
I'm going to squeeze in here.